Okay, you have got to hear about this because it's one of the most wild social experiments I have ever seen. So picture this, you're stranded for 30 days. Now imagine you're stuck there with count 'em, five of your ex-girlfriends, and you're all competing for a huge, life-changing cash prize. That's the absolutely insane setup for this MrBeast challenge, and believe me, the secret rules he threw in turned the whole thing into a masterclass of psychological warfare. And yeah, Jimmy himself sets the stage perfectly. This was never just about surviving the elements. Right from the jump, Mr. Beast engineered this to be a story about betrayal, about payback, and about the incredibly high price of revenge. So let's get into how this all works, which I think is best described as, well, one man's absolute worst nightmare brought to life. So here's the deal. We've got our guy Grant, and he has to last 30 days with five of his exes. But here's the real twist. He didn't just cheat on one of them, Ashley. He did it on national television. So yeah, she's not there to make friends. She is there, in her own words, to get revenge. Okay, now this is where things get really smart. See, Mr. Beast didn't just dump them all in a chaotic mess. No, he created a game with hidden rules, which turned it from just another reality show into this complex, strategic battle where having secret information is literally the most powerful weapon. This right here is the brilliant part of the game's design. Grant is completely in the dark. He thinks he has all the power. Every 5 days, he gets to eliminate one person, and he's totally convinced that he's guaranteed to split the final prize with whoever is left. But he's missing the single most important piece of info. The exes have a secret weapon, like a nuke button. The last woman standing can choose to take everything, and Grant has absolutely no idea. So because the women had that secret knowledge, the entire game shifted instantly. It stopped being about individual survival. It became a group mission, a mission they called Operation Revenge. The women immediately got together and formed a secret alliance with a single goal: make sure Grant walks away with absolutely nothing. The plan was brilliant. Play on his guilt, manipulate his ego, control who he sends home, and make damn sure that the one person he wronged the most, Ashley, is the one left at the end to take every single dollar. And you don't have to take my word for it. Ashley says it right here. This wasn't some maybe plan. This was the entire point of the game for them. Every single conversation, every single action was a calculated chess move designed from day one to make sure that money was never, ever going to Grant's. But, even the best laid plans can completely fall apart, especially when you throw old emotions and resentments into the mix. So let's talk about the turning point. The moment this seemingly unbreakable alliance started to crack. It all starts to unravel over a single phrase, equally imperfect. Grant desperately needs Ashley to say this, to kind of clear his conscience. But for Ashley, saying that would mean letting him off the hook for betraying her. So she refuses to play his game. And that refusal brings everything to a grinding halt. And this is the exact moment the whole alliance just shatters. When another ex, Abby, tries to talk strategy, Ashley just snaps. She makes it brutally, painfully clear. This isn't a team effort anymore. This is her revenge story, and everyone else was just a tool to help her get there. And right here, this is Abby's light bulb moment. She realizes she's not a partner in some grand plan. She's just a disposable piece on Ashley's personal vendetta board. That feeling of being used, it changes everything for her. It changes her whole perspective on the game and who she's loyal to. So what does she do? She flips the entire game on its head. Abby goes and forms a new secret alliance, this time with Grant. And she seals the deal by swearing on the Bible that she'll split the money with him, which for both of them is a massively big deal. All of a sudden, a completely new endgame is in play. Okay, so this sets us up for the endgame. We've got two secret competing alliances and this tangled web of promises and lies. The final days become this intense psychological battle, and it all leads to one of the most shocking betrayals you'll ever see. So on the final elimination day, Grant makes his choice. He puts all of his trust, all of his faith in Abby's promise, in that Bible-sworn pact, and he eliminates his original target, Ashley. In his mind, it's over. He's just gotten rid of his biggest threat, and he's locked in his half of the money. He thinks he's finally won the game. But then Mr. Beast drops the final bomb. He reveals the ex's secret rule, and in a split second, the whole game is turned upside down.
Any power Grant thought he had, it's gone. It all transfers to Abby. She's holding a hammer, and she alone gets to decide, split the prize or smash Grant's heart and take the full $300,000 for herself.
Abby starts explaining her decision, talking about how Grant used her faith and how Ashley deserved this. And then, right before she makes her choice, she delivers this absolutely chilling final line. It reveals that her promise to Grant meant nothing. The original plan was always in effect. And with one single swing of that hammer, it's all over. Abby smashes Grant's heart. She wins the entire $300,000 prize pool, and she leaves him with absolutely nothing after 30 days of hell. A brutal, just stunning end to the game. Which leaves us with the big question, right? Was Abby's final move a brilliant, cold-blooded, strategic play? Was it justified karma for how Grant had treated people? Or was it simply the ultimate betrayal of a promise sworn on the Bible? Honestly, that's what makes this whole story so unforgettable.